Charlie, this is Hero War Central. Happy Tuesday, everybody! Happy Tuesday. We are off to a slow start over here in the Mandrill household. Little bit of a headache today. I don't know what's going on with it, but we'll struggle through. I grabbed this can of Coca-Cola. Do this back a little bit. I feel like I'm channeling my inner Silent Bob with this hat sometimes. We do have an Emerald word of the day. It's the pinned comment. It is the exclamation point events. Wow, I am backwards. I'm looking at the wrong thing. There we go. I'm just gonna take this off, maybe. Yeah, it's fine. We can do without it for a little while. It's making the headache a little worse. It's a little chilly in the basement, and a sponsor sent me this to review for one of my other channels, so I thought that I would wear it, try it out, see how it feels. No, Vincent, I'm trying to cut the energy drinks. I'm trying to cut the energy drinks out. You know, if I have them at the house, I drink them. So I try not to have them at the house, if that makes sense. We're going to compare and contrast today. Compare and contrast. Interesting situation happening here. We may be shutting the live stream down early if this headache gets much worse. But you know, over on Facebook and web, we've got tasks to complete, right? And look at this. We get all this adventure energy to use. Like, look at this. Obviously, spinning emeralds, that's a lot of energy. Get VIP, that's a lot of energy. Complete missions on the map, that's a lot of energy, right? Opening chests in Outland, that's a lot of energy, you know. That's how you get the bulk of the energy for, you know, doing this map here. Now, the map changes. By the way, the map changes in 4 days and 11 hours and 54 minutes. So there are some questions out there regarding, you know, how is this going to work? Like, can you only rank up the Ancient Bowl and the Ring of Abundance in the first week? Like, what happens when this map changes? Is it new, you know, new sub-bosses to fight? Is the medals with the you know, justice buff, ancient justice, is that going to disappear? Probably not. It'll probably just be different, right? But, you know, in order to be able to participate in this event, you know, there's a couple things you can do, right? The sub-bosses to collect the medals to, you know, not only are you doing that, but you're getting the currency right here up in the top. But you're also, you know, farming materials to potentially level up your Ancient Justice buff, so you could do this Temple Guardian fight. The Temple Guardian fight just goes and goes and goes. The best teams for which boss... Oh, I should do that, D-Worm. That's a good idea. I should do that. Yeah, why didn't I think of that? I tell you, man, yesterday I made like 10 videos plus 2 live streams. I was Hero Wars out. Yeah, so, you know, you look at this, 0 powers of the temple, weird. And we have an activity here that we can do forever, right? It doesn't cost us anything. We don't gain anything when we lose. We only gain if we win. We gain the loots, right? The coins for winning, and we also gain a little bit of a reward here, all the way down to a pretty solid reward. We got a new hero. We got a couple of skins. You know, how good is she and all of that? That's a separate question, you know, separate question altogether. You know, I think, you know, you guys know how I feel about it. You should probably get her to red at least so you can get that free bonus expedition out of it, right? At the very least, you should do all of that. And that's all stuff that we were able to get done basically on day one. You know, as a player who's been playing for 4 or 5 years, I was able to get up to the level 170 boss. I was able to, you know, get a considerable amount invested into Lara Croft. You know, I did pre-order her up to Orange 1. And let's see. I did have a bunch of saved up materials. I had some gifted a minion to color rank her up. So I got pretty far along. You know, I'm stuck at 4 stars here. I'm stuck at 4 stars. A lot of people are saying that, you know, they're not even going to level her. And I'm okay with that. Like, if you want to just get her a 1 star and get her up to red rank, I'm okay with that, honestly. You know, you gotta raise her level up to get her up to a red rank. But, you know, you don't have to level her skills. You don't have to level up her skins. You don't have to level up her glyphs, her gift of the elements, her artifacts. And this goes for mobile too, which I'll touch on in just a second. But, you know, getting her to red rank for this, I think as far as like a long-term perk, this is incredible. This is absolutely incredible. But there's stuff to do even after day one, right? I can discuss on Facebook and Discord and other places about, you know, good teams to use. Matter of fact, let's do this once or twice. Not that. News discussion. Here we go. That's not it. Here we go. So I haven't been able to defeat the Temple Guardian boss with zero loot. Or I'm sorry, with zero buffs, but like it's Aiden with like this is the one that's apparently the most popular one now. Mara, Sebastian with Albus, and Isaac with Oliver, Yasmin, and then Team Pet Albus, right? So I can do this. I can do this forever. Like, it doesn't cost me anything to do this. It doesn't cost me any in-game resources. It doesn't cost me any materials. It doesn't cost me any money, right? It's just an activity that I can get into. Wait a second. Am I about to win? Am I about to get this? Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second, guys. Am I about to... No, because I keep... Yeah. Just kidding. I keep attacking Mushy and Shroom instead of... I should have been attacking Dorian there with my Yasmin. Now, you contrast that with the mobile version of the game. Right? The mobile version of the game, I'm using a mouse. I'm on my computer, Rafi. You contrast that with the mobile version of the game, and we have a lot of similarities here, right? Here we have tasks that awards us with energy, adventure energy, right? Adventure energy. Remember, it takes 6 adventure energy. 6 adventure energy in order to fight one of any of these sub bosses in order to gain ancient coins and medals to level up the buffs and all that. Takes us 6, right? And we have login, and there's just the one task here. We have login, begin expeditions, open tower chests, fight in the arena, and some of these don't even award you with adventure energy. It's only one, two, it's only these 3. Yeah, only open tower chests that you can complete every day, right? The complete the let's see, starting expeditions, this doesn't reset, and then the login, that obviously doesn't reset either. You get 10 per day, except for the last days where you get you start getting more and more. The expeditions you can get a good amount, though this doesn't reset, so you get what, 8-ish, 10-ish per day. And opening tower chests, most people are going to open 15 per day because that's what you get for free, right? 8, 10, it's 15. It's 15 energy there. And I mean, if you can go crazy and open all of the chests. There's 45 total chests in there that you can get every single day, and that's a lot more adventure moves. But most people are only going to do this right here, and then the rest of this stuff is just currency. You can't really do much. Excuse me. You get in here, and these events cost a lot. They cost a lot. It's kind of crazy. Let's use Thea here instead. Just gonna try to get past this thing. So it's pretty exciting to have a new hero and a new thing to do and all of this stuff. But I've been seeing a lot of people complaining about how they just don't have anything to do. They just don't have anything to do. Right? I did that. We're going to skip that. I did that battle. I can't do the next battle because it's 25. I only have 9. You gain 1 per hour. Right? There are missions that cost you over 100. I heard that there is missions that cost you 100 energy. 100 energy. And it caps at 50, by the way. It caps at 50. So you have to game this. You have to game this in such a way. Like, okay, so I'm guaranteed, like I said, I'm getting 10. Let's count it together. I'm getting 10. Average player. 10 for logging in. Another 15 here for getting 15 tower chests. That's 25. And then how many expeditions are there? There's, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there's 9. And then there's one that you can do again, like in 12 hours, right? So you're like 8 to 10 expeditions per day. So we're at 25. And then you get, let's see. The first day, if you did all of the expeditions, you got, what is that, 24. And then the second day, let's see, that got you... The second day, if you do all of the expeditions, you're going to get another 18-ish. Maybe you get up to 30-ish, right? They cost 95. I have 75 and I need 100. Yeah, so imagine, if you will, if you're an average player, you're not trying to spend a ton on this event because you don't have a lot to spend or you don't want to spend a lot. Maybe you've already spent everything you could spend on the first day. You're at this point now where missions cost you 75 energy, 100 energy. You're getting 40 a day. 10 from logging in, another 15 from, doing 15 tower chests. I'm sorry, 15, so 25, and then maybe another 20 from expeditions per day. So like 45 energy per day. Now you're also gaining 1 energy per hour. So, technically I suppose you're gaining 24 energy per day. Like you're allowed to do, Terminator Boy says barely 2 missions per day. Yeah, barely 2 missions per day. Completing the missions rewards you with what? It rewards you with something. Some currency that isn't explained anywhere. What is this? And by the way, you can go up in difficulty, right? For more currency. I don't know what that currency is. I don't know what that currency is. I think it has something to do with unlocking more positions in here, maybe? Does anybody know what that currency is? Like, I can't get a straight answer from anybody. And you're like, okay, cool. So I've done a couple of the missions now. And by the way, I have 0 currency to spend. 0 currency. I have 0 currency. What's the best team to use on web? Oh yeah, I have 0 currency. So what is I feel like they've intentionally made it so that you can barely do anything with this event. That you can barely do anything. Sure, you can spend 2k emeralds every day, right? If you go into the tower. And you want to complete it, you can spend 2,300 emeralds to complete it and get 45, or you can manually go through and do it and get 45, 45 spending 2,300 emeralds or whatever it is. And that'll give you more adventure energy per day, which I'm guessing a lot of people will. There's only so many expeditions in a day you can do. Like, what do they expect? Now, the other side of this is obviously they're setting it up so that you have to slow roll it, like I talked about yesterday. Like, they don't want people to speed through this, and I understand that, but it just feels like, compared to the Facebook and web version of the game, contextually, there's barely anything to do. Like, you can do one mission, you learn a little bit about the story. I can't even do the mission for tomorrow. Can't buy anything. Don't have enough, I'm not at level 4 yet. I guess whenever I get to level 15, I get Lara unlocked to use, or complete level 8, I guess, is when I get, yeah. Or I get some soul stones every couple of levels. I'm not even sure. 13-day long event? Yeah. It just feels like they're just, it's so slow in comparison. I don't know. For those who don't spend, the event is just another day. That's a great succinct way to describe it. And other rewards, you have to choose between 3 chests. I'd always got gold. Don't worth knowing. Okay. 30 energy for missions that like puzzle. Yeah. What is the Rafi? You got to talk to support, man. There are other teams. Use Rufus, Rafi. you can't tell me that in the last 24 hours you just haven't tried any other tank alternative. You can't tell me that you haven't tried. You cannot tell me that, Rafi. Please don't tell me that. You now have to spend money to be able to spin. The most expensive event I've seen so far. I don't think this is the most expensive event, but it really makes you not want to get Lara Croft. It really, like, and forget about trying her out. Like, like, what if I wanted to try her out? I don't know. Like, you can barely use her. Typical Guardian goes to 300 and can't pass 170 level above. Yep. It was skill point. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Just comparing and contrasting the amount of stuff to do in either event, it boggles the mind. And maybe it's just that I've spent more on Facebook and web. Like, I bought the golden ticket Path to Glory here. I had more rewards, but that really wasn't, it's not like I'm getting more to do. You know, there's three events on Facebook and web to the one event on mobile. Matter of fact, the second week on Facebook and web is a whole new minigame. Now, that being said, the mobile does have the dungeon exploration math minigame, I guess. I don't know. All I can say is I'm not impressed by the Misc Lara I've seen in GC. Take that as you will. Yeah. So what do we do then? What do we do? For example, if you don't like Lara Croft, you get resources for other heroes. Right? Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with getting resources for heroes that are not Lara Croft. Buy the skin stones. You know, we talked about this yesterday. If you can get to level 24, buy the rune spheres, buy the mastery crystals. You might want to buy the talisman for Lara Croft in case you want to use her in the future. You might want to, because it might be a very difficult thing to get. You know, the large skin stone chests, the skin stones, all of that. Like, you can buy items for your other heroes. Like, absolutely do that. And the same thing can be said for the Facebook and web version of the game. If you don't want to level up Lara Croft, there's nothing wrong with buying Wish Crystal, Wish Insignia, the large skin stone chest, the great enchantment rune, hero soul, you know, items. There's nothing wrong with just buying items. But, you know, again, on Facebook and web, you want to get her to red at least. You want to get her to red. Though that free expedition every day is so nice. That extra expedition every day is so nice. So nice. Should you level her? Guys, I don't know. One of the things that we need to do over the next week, really in the next 12 days or so that we have left, is we've got to really figure out, and we have to look to our whales. We have to look to the whales in our community. Excuse me. We have to look to the whales in our community to make this happen, to figure out where and how and if she's any good. I'm talking about mobile. I'm talking about Facebook and web. I'm talking about offense and defense. I'm talking about where to use her, when not to use her. I mean, obviously, you don't want to use her against heavy dodge lines with all the physical damage that she puts out, all the area of effect damage, all the extra attacks that she puts out. Like, you definitely don't want to do that. But, you know, where does she shine? Like, where is it that she is really, really strong? You know, we actually might have stumbled across a nice Amira counter, actually, you know, for what it's worth. I'll show you guys that in a little bit later. A little bit of fine-tuning needs to go into it still, but we might have a nice Amira counter on Facebook and web, at least. Can't even finish Lara's story when free-to-play. You have to get 1,100 energy, around 300 from 1 hour early, and also you can't even, it's literally impossible to finish the story, Miros. That doesn't surprise me one bit. Doesn't even surprise me. I have a guildmate who has her up to 5 stars with max talismans. My Eternity team holds her to practically no damage. Maybe she's just bad at Eternity teams. I don't know why I just retreated there. For mobile, I don't really see any big benefit other than adding an extra hero, which in my opinion isn't worth the cost. So I've been seeing a lot of people who are mad. See, I keep attacking Ishmael there. There's a couple people that are upset now that they have to level her because otherwise their max hero power ranking, which apparently is important to some people, is going to be impossibly lower than people that do level her. Right? Think about that. Think about people that are collecting everything, and you get your joy out of this game by having maxed hero power, the highest hero power in the game, or on your server or whatever, and you decide you don't want to use her at all. You still gotta build her up. Now, those kinds of people are going to build her up anyway, right? So, because they got all the materials and stuff. Polly, see, I talked about all those yesterday. The ring is probably the way to go. If you really like Lara Croft, then the scroll is the way to go. It's bragging rights for some. Yeah. Yep. Well, I can tell you this. I have not found hardly any positive things to say about Lara Croft on mobile. You don't get the free extra expedition on mobile. It doesn't seem like she changes the way of progress lines that much. Doesn't seem like she does. Doesn't seem like she adds anything to the JJI teams. Doesn't seem like she adds anything to the, to the Fafnir, Artemis, Tristan lines. Doesn't seem like she adds much of anything anywhere. There are some people that are using her to be cute, and it is potentially changing some things. I ended up struggling to get her red, wasting my birthday money on gyms. Ooh, Super Video Maniac. Yeah. On Facebook and web, I'm seeing some promise, though. I'm seeing some potential. And if, again, for no other reason than getting the free expedition every day, she's worth getting to red for me. Now, a couple of things I want to show you guys that I do have that's positive. Positive stuff about Lara Croft, where to use her. I'm gonna use your stuff, Raven. We have a predicament that is plaguing some servers on Hero Wars Facebook and Web, Hero Wars Dominion Era. We have a little predicament that Amira is going to be a problem for some people that don't know how to handle Amira. And we have potentially an interesting, fun way to handle Amira. Now, this is a loss, right? This is a loss, but not because of Amira. It's because of Heidi. It's a lucky attack on Heidi. Now, normally I wouldn't attack into a Heidi line with such a high output hero, high physical damage output hero, but through the speed up mechanic of Thea, the good amount of extra frontline damage that Lara does, as well as the midline stun that she does, it is looking like that it is one way, at least, to counter Amira. Now, it's not going to work every time, and you probably want to make sure you have some kind of magic defense artifact popping off in that mix somewhere, with her, and she, you can see that there is a magic defense artifact that did pop off. I don't know if that was Thea's or if that was Lara's. But Heidi ends up, getting the win regardless. Playing around with it a little bit, I think that there is a way there somewhere. I think there is something somewhere. I tried her out a little bit against the same team in combat training. I was using like a line like this. Group her up, using her kind of like Arachne, using Maya to group them up, doing a little bit of extra damage with Aurora's Ascension ability there in the middle. But when it really comes down to it, it's luck. It's luck on whether you can kill Amira fast enough or not. Obviously, you need to have Morgan to counter Rufus. But I'll be honest with you guys, it just seems like that there are better teams to use. It just seems like there might be better teams to use in here than something like that. So I'm not sure yet where to use her on Facebook and web either. There's another way to beat it. Arachne, Morgan, Amira, Nebula, Heidi. Oh, Jim. Yeah, right. Well, I'm just saying that, like, she might be an option for some people that are leveling her now. Like, new players that are leveling her over leveling... people might not be leveling Heidi, right? People might not be leveling... well, they should be leveling Nebula and Morgan for sure. Amira, using Amira against Amira, it is what it is. And I don't know that Lara, Fox, Isaac, Lara Croft, is it in there? Is it in the chat? Yeah, maybe we'll try that out. Those three. Now, another big question that a lot of people are going to have. Scroll up and okay, I'll try. I'll check it. I'll check it in a second here, Raven. Another question that a lot of people have is about Lara Croft's effectiveness versus Osh. Now, don't ask me how I got this stuff. This has been shared around the Discords a little bit here and there. I don't know what this is from. I don't know how people fought Osh on a Tuesday. But apparently you can do that. I don't know. It's kind of a travesty, if you ask me. Anyway, swapping in Lara Croft for Zhu, just flat trade. Just a flat trade. Lara Croft, max Lara Croft, 203k in for Zhu, is giving an average of 266 million damage versus Osh 160. How good is Lara Croft versus Osh 160? Apparently, she's just as good as you. 266 million damage. 266. Yeah. So, maybe some timing is involved. Maybe there is some manual play that's happening here. I don't know if this was in auto mode. I don't know if this was in... I don't know how you can sim this manual. I don't know how the sims work, to be honest with you. But according to this simulation... Oh, no, this is the 150 boss. This isn't the 160. This is the 150 boss. 441... Oh, no, that's the power level. That's the power level. That's not the health. That's the power level, not the health. I'm dumb. Yeah, 266 million damage. Why not swap Nebula and keep both Zhu and Lara? Doran, there are a lot of tests happening right now. Adding in Jets, adding in keeping Zhu in there, using Thea. There's a lot of different options popping in and out. Probably greater than 100 mil on average, not 266. Okay. All right, well, I don't know. New Osh team. So the thing about this is going to allow you to level up a hero. If you're a new player and you haven't yet built Zhu, but maybe you are interested in Lara Croft, you could potentially level Lara Croft instead of Zhu. A lot of people don't really use Zhu in any other facet of the game. Personally, I've used Zhu a ton today. Matter of fact, I had 2 very easy, very clear-cut wins in Guild War today using just the LOL Osh team. I clapped this team. Like, how are you gonna put Aurora and Celeste on defense in 2024? How are you gonna put Aurora and Celeste together on defense in 2024, guys? It's a mistake. And no frontline pressure? Are you kidding me? Cattle Bobby, fix yourself. LOL Osh, easy win. And then I also fought Athani. Same situation, man. No frontline pressure here. You've got Celeste and Aurora on the same team. Fix yourself. Yeah. Fix yourself. I don't know what they're thinking. I don't know why anybody would put a defense like this in 2024. But you know what? Maybe these are their favorite heroes. I don't know. Somebody called this a Trinity once. I don't know why. Aurora and Celeste in 2024. Imagine. Yeah. So, there you go. That's how you can use your own Facebook and web. On mobile, no idea. Makes you look good. Why no task level up task on mobile? Good question. Why is there no energy spin task on Facebook and web? We have a whole event. CCG mentioned this earlier to me. We have a whole hero bonus for the first time ever. Get to red rank, get an extra expedition. Right? And there's no spend energy task. Are you kidding me? Why is Celeste Aurora that bad? Schattenkrieger, that's 40% of a team that is going to make one hero that literally everybody builds. Everybody builds Isaac. Those 2 heroes makes Isaac by himself almost be able to solo that team. Almost. Depending on who's behind Aurora and Celeste. It just... Especially if there's no frontline pressure, then you can have Isaac tank. Like, it's... The only way you could get away with that is if you also put, like, Ishmael in there, or Astrid and Lucas, or Polaris. Somebody that really, really targets the front line. to keep Isaac from tanking. That's the problem. I guess it's more to it than that, but yeah, easy win for Isaac. Thanks, YT. I'm thinking spinning energy is next week. Yeah, so I think there is too. Hero Wars Guide is here. Good to see you, Colin, by the way. Good to see you. Always good to have you here. Great person to have around. Hero Wars Guide. No, there is no spin energy task. There are 3 open chest and Outlands tasks. That's weird. No energy task next week. No energy task next week. But we do have, I think we have a Ascension to Asgard somewhere? No. Elemental Synergy? Yeah, we have Elemental Synergy in a few days. There's a spin energy task during Elemental Synergy. There you go. I have to imagine that second event will change to get rid of the 3 Outland at minimum. Yeah, probably. You know, you look at that and you got to question whether it's true or not. But I'm not going to doubt you. I'm not going to be the one to doubt you, man. Do your thing. I thought this thing had shoulder pads for a second. It's just the orange on my chair. I was like, why am I wearing shoulder pads? Michael W, they probably stack. It probably, if it is 3, it would be at the same time, I would imagine. Hope 3 tasks for opening chassis kind of same. Yeah, agree. Depending when to buy the golden ticket for Lara, can't double dip with Elemental Synergy. Good question. I mean, there is the Get VIP is active during the first week here. I would do it this first week, Jiv. I think that's the only opportunity you're going to have a Get VIP task. I think that's it. I think that's it. We don't overlap with Ascension. Still seeing no good, really good synergy. Yeah. Gaming Expert 6, I have a question about Titan Totem. As I said before, I have 1 totem and it's water, so shall I save and use blue spheres or use emeralds at altar? I need to spend 33,200 emeralds. So the way that this goes, Gaming Expert, the way the whole conversation between should you open and should you spend emeralds, there is this discussion about bad luck protection, what you should save, and a quick explainer is you have bad luck protection when you spend emeralds. If you get the totem with a Titan artifact sphere that you have in your inventory, or what we call a free opening, right? A free opening because you have them in your inventory already. That doesn't reset your bad luck protection. So you always want to keep one of those random totem spheres in your inventory in case, so you can reset your bad luck protection. But then the other side of things, Gaming Expert 6, is how much does that really matter? Like, how many of us are spending hundreds of thousands of emeralds for those bad luck protection things? I would bet it's a very small percentage of the chat. I know that there are some people in chat that have spent hundreds of thousands of emeralds right here, you know, just at the altar opening spheres, because you get a guaranteed totem fragment at, you know, for in your case 33,200 emeralds. I don't think that there is really, I don't think there's really any reason to save. If you are spending money on this game, if you are buying hundreds of thousands of emeralds a month, and you are actively spending them on the altar, then I would probably save the totems. I would save the free ones for an event that asks for it. You know, you have to open some every day, right? You have to open Titan Artifact Spheres every day. So you just open 10 a day. It's kind of what I've been doing. It is nice to have Titan Artifacts leveled up, and they do help, right? They absolutely do help, especially whenever you're going against, like if you're an Earth team going against water, right? Because Earth Artifacts make your Earth Titans more effective against water, and water against fire, and fire against earth, and all that. If you're going against those kind of matchups, then, you know, having the right artifacts leveled up is definitely important. But in this game, it's a marathon. It's not really a sprint. So, you know, the argument, you know, powerful now versus powerful later, by spending the money now versus spending it later. You know, you got to think about 30,000. What did you say? 32,000, whatever it was. $33,200. That's only about $30. That's only about $30 real money, right? So, depending on how desperate you are to get it, it might be worth spending that getting that 33,000 emeralds to get the next one and then open all of your spheres. Like the most efficient way to do it, if you were spending money, would be to buy the emeralds, dump them in there, and then open the free ones after. That would be the most efficient way to do it. Right? Because if you're not spending emeralds opening this actively, you don't care about your bad luck protection thresholds. Like you don't. Maybe someday in the future you might. But then somewhere in there, maybe for Winterfest, maybe for a nature season or something like that, you'll get a random totem fragment for free. You open it and it resets your bad luck protection anyway. So, people overthink this stuff too much. Mobile doesn't have a task to open Titan Spheres? I thought they did. I thought they did have a task for that. Cameron, yes. Continuing the discussion about Titan artifacts, Cameron asks, did the Titan weapon and crown artifacts really only work against 1/5 of the opponent Titans? That is correct. So, for example, the Earth artifact weapon for Anvari increases damage and skills to Water Titans. Only against Water Titans. The crown protects the Titan against the attacks of Water Titans. Right? The seals affect everything. But only the weapon and the crown affects just the one element. Lara Croft, Corvus, Celeste, Aiden, and Iris, Albus, level 150 is a good team. Ralphie, I mean, you made it. That's great. You didn't need Anvari. I'm glad you made it through. Congratulations. You won't need Anvari again after level 150. Cameron, I agree. But you know what? If you can't get past that water team because they heal too much in Guild War, Clash of Worlds, or whatever, then you'll wish you had those artifacts. You'll wish you had them. Right? On defense, the crown protects against other elements too. Okay. I'm not going to argue. That. All right, so we've got 312 people watching. 198, over 100 of you have not put in the Emerald word of the day. Exclamation point event to get entered into the live drawing. Sonny Roberts, I do not know that yet. I don't know. I wish I did. We'll give this a few more minutes and then we'll start drawing some names. Do I have any dolls? I do have demon dolls. Need to get some soul stones out of here. Get those soul stones. Oh yeah, I leveled up my my Lara Croft's Ascension, got her to almost tier 3, ran out of blue crystals. Kind of a bummer. Get these came in here to get soul stones. I don't know what I'm doing. I need to start saving some of these up for summer. Ooh. It's going to be here before you know it. Going to be here before you know it. What was that? What was that? Win 6 dungeon with Water Titan? Okay. With Water Titan. Joe, you can enter again. You can enter again. Waiting for Ascension. Oh, yeah, that's smart. I should have done that. I should have done that, JL. I should have done that. I think it's June, Rafi. I think Summerfest is in June. Was that 2? Is it possible to complete Path of Glory? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they wouldn't make it they wouldn't have it in there and then make it impossible. You know, there's a free side and a pay to win side, so it definitely has dancing. No, I haven't even beat the 170 boss yet. I think that's only 4. Is that only 4 Water Titans? I think that's only 4. Oh, no, that's good. All right, we're good there. Nice. Nice. Yeah. James Longo, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know when it's going to be. Sometime, though. I think there's Titan events coming up on both versions of the game before the end of the month. David, I think the Hero's Way is the best place for Rune Spheres. Honestly. Guys, you know what makes me mad about leveling Lara? These items here, the throwing knives, they're not in her shop. They're difficult to get. They're difficult to farm. They're expensive. And they're not in her shop. They're not in her shop. Makes me mad. Okay. Jacob T. Jensen. Jacob T. Jensen. You've got 1 minute. Kevin, probably I did. I had a long weekend. I had a long weekend. $239. Nice. Jacob's here. Jacob, what version of the game do you play? I didn't see what you said. Diego Lomelli? Diego? Web player. Okay. Diego? Are you here, Diego? Let's see, 238. Oh, we lost people. People left. How does that happen? Another web player. Nice. Nice. All right. And since we got above 300, we'll go ahead and roll another one. Rod Warnke. Rod, are you here? Rod Warnke. Boredom. Could be boredom. You know, at some point, I'm just going to give up on this and have to buy buffs. But if I'm, you know, if I'm starting to buy buffs this early, I'm not gonna get this totem. I'm not gonna get the totem. There's no way I'm gonna get the totem. I was hoping it'd be easier. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. I'm just gonna focus on getting up a little bit higher. Knowing tree doesn't matter. Does Ascension matter though? No, Ascension doesn't matter. So the reason why, Gaming Expert, the reason why people thought that the Tree of Wisdom does or doesn't matter is because it's bugged out in max testing. When you do max testing on hero fights, it doesn't take into account the Tree of Wisdom. So like if you're testing for a Guild War attack or a Clash of Worlds attack, Rod is here. Congratulations, Rod. It takes into account your active Tree of Wisdom. It doesn't max the Tree of Wisdom. So a lot of people thought that since you're using maxed heroes in the event fights, that they were using your current level of Tree of Wisdom also. But I do believe in this, and only the first one of these events did it matter, and I think all of the events since, it's been normalized. Have to level up the relics first. 100% agree. Yeah. Yep. Level up these relics here, especially the Ring of Abundance. You can see I've got it. Got up to a 4-star already. Not far off. Probably tomorrow I'll get it to a 5-star. Probably have a 6-star by the end of tomorrow. Maybe close to a 6-star. Yeah. And then of course, there's a lot of rewards in the Path to Glory as well. So you get more medals in here. 40 medals, right? You see that 10 of each. Right? There's more medals in here. 13, 3. Yeah. Yep. I think you might need to take a look at your Discord DMs. What's up here? Ooh. Here we go. This is how you beat an Amira team with Lara Croft. See, what I don't like about this fight, though, is it uses Dante. It uses Dante and Iris. It's one of those situations where it's like, oh, really? It's not going to show the fight because of that stupid pop-up? Okay, where are you here? Here we go. Is it this one? Yeah. It's one of those where you don't know if Lara won the fight or if, like, Dante won the fight. You know what I mean? Try winning. What is Griff's advice? Try winning. Oh man. In 7 days? Ashwin, there's another event happening. There's a second event, Ashwin. There's gonna be a second event. It's gonna be fine. There's a second event. A second event with more stuff. Yeah, I feel like you could have beat this team with 4 heroes. Like, what if you used Lara, Isaac? What did you use here? I feel like you could have done this with just 4 heroes. Dante with let's see, with Kane we have can never find Isaac in here. Blind as a bat. Can't find Corvus either. There's Isaac, all the way at the bottom. Where's Corvus? Let's see. Isaac with Mara. Corvus with Biscuit. Fox with... Okay. Yeah, I get the feeling that you could probably throw any hero in there and be fine. Though maybe not. 90 million up to 350 million. Yeah. Dante or Dante? Dante or Dante? I don't know. Okay. All right, guys. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll be back tomorrow. It's 12 p.m. Central. That's 5 p.m. UTC. Congratulations to our handful of Emerald Name winners. I gotta do some videos reviewing this jacket now and film some stuff. Yeah, probably just gonna go take a nap, honestly. We're gonna be right back here tomorrow talking about more Lara Croft stuff. Don't make it too late of a night. We've got a busy day tomorrow. I love you all. Good luck in Dominion.